Key game of week 9 of the college football season, but here we are, unbeaten Temple taking on 9th-ranked Notre Dame in Philly. The Owls, one of the great stories this college football season. The Owls seeking their first win over a top 10 opponent since back in 1945. So how about a little Rudy versus Rocky today? Here's how lopsided it's been between these two schools. The Irish have nearly 100 consensus All-Americans in their history. Temple has just 2. The disparity continues with bowl appearances. Notre Dame has 34 in its history. Temple checks in with 4 and just 2 in the previous 35 seasons. But this really the ultimate display of disparity. The Irish are more than used to ranked matchups, having played in 211 in their history. This, however, will be Temple's first game being ranked and playing a ranked team. How are they going to handle the pressure? We're just going to have to find out. We've got this game covered. College Game Day parked the bus in Philly. We'll get to Tom Rinaldi and David Pollack in just a few minutes. But we start with Kevin Nagandi, who is on campus. If you weren't aware by now, he is a Temple alum. So, Kevin, how big is this game and this Saturday for your alma mater?
Matt, never in my wildest dreams did I envision this. 20 years ago, Temple, when I walked on this campus, we were a basketball school. Now we're over 12 hours away from kickoff at the Lincoln. They're ready to go. Game day's about 10 minutes away. So they have 50 buses lined up this morning on North Broad Street, ready to go to take the students down to the big show. And they're already ready to go here. And this is the ultimate Rocky story. Because 10 years ago, this team was winless. This football program was in shambles. And now we're taking center stage. Temple University getting ready for Notre Dame. And it's the Owls who are undefeated as the Fighting Irish come in number 9 in the country. The link is sold out. And coming up later on this hour, we'll take a look at one guy who's the heart and soul of this Temple football team. He is no doubt the ultimate Rocky story. Once homeless and now a superstar for this defense. It's pretty cool times right now in North Philly. Let's go back to you.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much. A big day in college football out there. Much more from Kevin throughout SportsCenter.
So Temple trying to build itself into a national power. We head next to Tom Rinaldi, who is standing in front of history. Independence Hall, construction of the building in which the game day set's going to be in front of, started in 1732. And for all of this talk of this being a huge game for Temple, the same is true for a player on the other side. Notre Dame quarterback Deshaun Kaiser, how has he been adjusting to his role?
Well, ever since Malik Zaire went down with an ankle injury week 2, every game has been huge for Deshaun Kaiser. Up until the bye week, which preceded this game against Temple, Kaiser admitted that he was feeling more like a replacement player than the true starter, but he took the time to recharge, refocus, and now he says he enters the final 5 games of the regular season with 2 simple goals: improve and win.
You know, I think anytime you go from being a backup to a starter, there's great growth. You know, just leadership, poise, maturity, time management. I could go on and on, just all those things that it takes from being a backup to a starter. And then just his ability to help our football team win and making good decisions on the field. I probably could go for 20 minutes on his growth. But I think more than anything, his confidence in his own ability is probably the biggest growth.
Deshaun's done a great job taking over the quarterback role and really taking charge of the offense as a whole. And very proud of the way he's handled himself, especially in the types of situations against the types of teams that we play. And the amount of pressure the coaches put on him, he's really handled it well.
I've been through quite a bit. I've played in some rough games away. I've played in some big games at home, a couple top 15 games, some games that we're supposed to win. I've seen quite a bit in my shortcoming here at quarterback. And with that being said, that experience has really helped me in being comfortable in all situations.
Kaiser will certainly be tested today. He goes up against a Temple defense surrendering fewer than 15 points a game. That's 8th best in the nation. And the road hasn't particularly been kind to the Irish overall, Sarah. Would you consider the last time they beat a ranked team on the road? 2012 at Oklahoma. With a sold-out link, it should be a great atmosphere less than 12 hours away. We'll see how DeShone Kizer handles the Temple Owls.
You know, it has been kind of the Irish, though. Halloween, Notre Dame, 15-0 all-time when playing on Halloween. That is Tom Rinaldi there in Philadelphia. Thanks, Tom.
Fantastic nugget on Halloween, by the way. Let's go to David Pollack now. And Pollack, you don't start a season undefeated by accident. The Owls have certainly earned it. We've seen a lot of upsets so far this football season. So I'll ask you, are the Owls built to pull the upset off today against Notre Dame?
Yeah, and if you've seen Temple, the one thing you've liked about them is they're scrappy, they're tough, they fight. They've blocked more kicks than anybody in college football this season. So they kind of keep it close, keep it competitive. Most of the schools that you see play against Penn State and beat Ole Miss are the Memphis type, the up-tempos, the spreads. And this is a little bit more old school. They're going to stop the run. They're going to make you earn it. So it's been a fun team to watch. Guys that, you know, they're not getting the guys the caliber of Penn State does, but they went and beat Penn State, so they've earned it this season. They've looked pretty good. It's going to be interesting to watch them against the Irish tonight.
All right, Pollack, let's go on the other side of the ball and talk Notre Dame now. If Notre Dame is going to avoid being upset today, who is the key to their victory against an Owls defense that's really shown their worth?
Yeah, they've shown their worth. They've only given up a 100-yard rusher one time this season. We talked about the physical defensive line. They fly around. They play for 4 quarters. C.J. Prosise on the other side is going to be the key for Notre Dame. Every game but one, he's rushed for 100 yards. What game was that? That was the Notre Dame game. He came into the season, he wasn't a starter. He was a receiver. The injury to the running back first game of the season, he switches over, or before the season started, and now he's been setting the world on fire at the running back spot. They're physical up front for Notre Dame. He makes guys miss. Brian Kelly's been a head coach for 25 years. He's never put a guy in a green jersey and said, you can't hit this guy. He did it this past week in practice with C.J. Prosise. That's how important he is. They've had a lot of injuries. They can't afford that guy to get hurt, and he's their catalyst running the football.
Yeah, the fact that Notre Dame's had all these injuries and they're still in this position. Notre Dame coming in rested on a bye last week. They've won 5 straight, 6 of their last 7 games, following off weeks under Brian Kelly. That's David Pollack with us live in Philly this morning.
Other college football action today, third-ranked Clemson visits